Hey, oh, how are we going? Welcome me, Redsky here on another round of Righteous Readings where I give raw, righteous, real readings to you, my viewers, so you can make the best, most informed decisions. When we have the clues and we know the information, you can make an informed decision, and that's what I'm all about. Informed decisions so you can make the best. Okay, excuse me for a moment. Sorry, guys. So sorry about that. So let's continue. So we are up to the next sign to be read, which of course is my lovely Aries. Aries folk, how are we doing? So this will apply to Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury placements of the sign Aries. This is your July main monthly, my darlings. So this is where you'll get all your information about everything you need to know for the month of July 2022. Okay, if you like the content and you would be so kind to please leave a like. Definitely feel free to share the content if you like to get it out there. I always appreciate that. But most importantly, if you'd be so kind, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel if you like the content, so that way you can be notified every time I upload new content. Every week I do go live for a weekly, as well as I do your monthly readings, as well as throughout the month I will do love readings for singles and couples as well. That's been the past, Docker. I know I want to make some changes moving forward, but that's been undecided yet. I do lots of different types of readings here on my channel, so if you're not familiar with it, maybe go back through my catalogue and see the kind of readings I do. See if you like them, and if you do, subscribe to the channel, because I would love for more people to join me over there with me. I love you dudes. Let's find more of yous. Sorry guys if you hear some painful banter in the background. It is a public holiday today. It is the Queen's birthday holiday here in Oz. So all the kids are home on a 4-day freaking weekend, and this is the 4th day of that long weekend. So everyone's getting a little loud and rambunctious. But I've tried to subdue the noise as much as possible. But you've got to understand, I'm a single mum with 4 children, most of which have special needs. So I can only do so much. So, you know, when you come to my channel, you've got to expect some playful childlike banter in the background. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those meditative sorts that works in silence. I work with 101 different machineries going on around me. I am a factory, basically. So, you know, it's like a 24/7 factory here. You got to expect some bullshit in the background, I'm afraid, guys. So, without further ado, let's just hit this Aries reading and find out what's going on for July 2022, my lovely beings. All right, Aries, spirits and guides. What's coming in for July 2022? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placements of Aries. So if you have Aries in any of those placements in your natal chart, this is the one for you, babies. Always check out all of your big 5. Okay, I know we said big 4, but Mercury is a massive player, guys. And, you know, if you don't know, look at what happens when Mercury goes retro. We're all affected by it. The technology, the communication, it all ceases to be fluent, or even during a shadow period, you know. God. Until I learned a bit about astrology and about how the planets actually retrograde and what that means and everything, I didn't quite understand, like, why, especially when I started my channel, why I had so many problems with electronics during certain periods of time. And then I discovered Mercury, which I already knew a lot about Mercury anyway, because he is Gemini's ruler. But it was a lot more to learn than what I thought I knew. There always is. Forever the student, never a teacher, is what I always say. It's even written in the about part of my channel. Because we are constantly learning. We're never at a point where we can't learn no more. So we are forever the student. We are never the teacher. And I've learned that with tarot and divination, and especially astrology. You're never going to be a complete teacher at it, because there's always more to learn, and it's always growing. It's always expanding, and we're always taking on new concepts, new understandings, and, you know, sometimes that changes out. Oh, wait, well, we only thought we had so many planets, and then we discovered, you know, then we discovered Pluto, you know, which that may be actually a dwarf star, but it is actually classed as part of the system, and the system therefore changed, and then some of the rulers changed. Like, it's just ever expanding. And even though our planetary alignment has stayed the way it is, like the solar system has been that way now for quite some time, who knows, maybe there is more out there, another planet, another dwarf planet star thing that we might be able to find and put it on that map. So yes, but I do love Mercury. Being the smallest, he's got some big balls, mate, you know. It was the messenger for the gods, you know. But that's neither here nor there. We're not doing Mercury's reading today. We're doing for Aries. So I'm sorry, I got a little digressive. Whoa, okay, now we're time to move. That'd be Spirit saying, I'm going to drop your cards if you don't up, okay? So Redski's got the kick up the bum that she needed. Oh, wow. Spirit just got my attention. And I think Spirit's going to get yours too. Oh, what is this? Aries, what is this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Aries, what is this? We've got 3, 4, 5 majors coming out here. Aries, I'm going to say this is very interesting. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the underlying energy. That's 6 major arcanas coming out for you. That's out of 11 positions here, because you've got the 10 standard plus the underlying energy, which makes it the 11th placement, okay? What I also found very interesting, my dear Aries, was your current energy and crowning above it. These 2 placements right on top of each other here. Both 5s. Now, 5s are that of challenge, blockage, and setbacks. They are often seen as needing the versatility here. It's very much the conflict, the challenge, the issue. Let's square dance through it, my darlings. Underlying energy for the month of July for Aries placements is the Hanged Man. My apologies, the Hangman. This is Neptune's energy here, actually coming through here, which is all about the 12th house here. You know, this is all about life in suspension. We're suspending ourselves right now to go through a stage of enlightenment. Try and gain some clarity, some wisdom here. Trying to gain some understanding here, I want to say. There's a real sense of transition here for you, Aries, during the underlying energy of July. There's change, maybe reversal of mind in the way you're looking at things or understanding things. But there is definitely some renunciation in our beliefs, some abandonment of core belief systems perhaps, and there is definitely a changing of the life's forces and belief systems. It could be just the period of respite between significant events where we're having some reflection here, but it also reflects sacrifice and repentance and taking on board all of that comes with that. It's a big energy. It is a lot. The Hangman to me is so much more than what a lot of us readers will read into it. Really is about the internal spiritual systems and the externals and the transitions that we go through life as we change our maybe beliefs, our ideal systems, or our understanding of how we look at things and how compassion rules that suit. All right. Let's square dance back through the major part of the reading. You currently, coming into July, coming into this reading, Aries, you are sporting, my darlings. The 5 of Pentacles, this is destitution and loss. 5 is trouble, it's loss, it's material troubles ahead. There is always this warning that try not to despair here. I feel like there's others around you that are in similar circumstances right now. Solutions are possible. There is ways to move forward. It's not the final nail in the coffin kind of situation, but there is some serious financial housing issues going on here, Aries. I feel like a lot of you do feel a bit abandoned or pushed out in the cold. I feel like for some of you, family may not be overwhelmingly taking you in at the moment, maybe, in this situation. Maybe you have a parent that used to always bail you out with money whenever you needed it. I feel like your support system is lacking supports themselves. So it's giving you not a crutch to lean on, if you understand what I mean. You know, you can't lend someone $1 if you don't have the dollar yourself. I feel like that's kind of the issue here. You might have had someone that, a parent, family member, friend, partner, I don't know, that might have helped you financially. Like, you know, maybe once a month, you know, if you need a couple bucks, you could always rely on them to you know, hit them up. But I feel like your support systems are in need of support themselves. It's like a chain reaction sort of thing. Everyone's in a bad spot right now in the same boat. Crossing obstacles, issues, your challenge, Aries, for the month of July. Your challenge is Pisces energy of the major arcana of the moon. Wow, what a challenge this is. Can't get much more challenging, Aries, than the moon. Because this is about the unknown. This is about danger, deception. This is about all that by which we don't know, the subconscious, and how that affects and plagues us at times. This is obscurity, needing intuition, disillusionment here. There's deceit, craftiness, ulterior motives, false friends, selfishness, slander, disgrace, superficiality. there's a lot of unknown here, and a lot of it is rather egotistically unseating. This is your challenge to deal with all this and to find out what is the delusion and what is an illusion and what's the real deal. Aries, crowning the whole reading, hanging above it all. The crown right there is that Five of Swords reverse. This is mentally totally feeling very dejected. You know, you went to battle here, but you lost the battle and the war, I feel. The Five of Swords is that of going at it mentally and being the dejected, being the one walking off the banks of the beach, no swords in hand. You're feeling pretty gutted, I want to say, Aries. You feel like you've had the stuffing knocked out of you. The root of the reading, though, the foundation where everything is built and born off from, is the Eight of Cups. 8 is not 10, and 8 is not good enough for you. And you are actively making the decision to walk away, to abandon any prosperity or any investment that you've already added into this, and saying, look, I'm not adding another second, minute more. I'm flat chat walking away, and I'm not going to look back. Past energy leaving you now still prevalent, and I feel like this might have been why we have the High Priestess coming through here. Some sort of knowledge was gifted to you, I feel, or you were enlightened to the point where you understood something that you may not have understood all facets of before. This kicked in a real stage for you, I want to say. It really was a turning page for you in your life's history. It was a turning point, an absolute inspirational light bulb moment, I guess you could call it. This really led you down a path of seeing things in a completely different light, I want to say, Aries, to the point where, you know, you might have even, how can I explain this? You might have even, you know, changed your whole way of thinking and the whole way of perceiving things. You know, you really took the emotion out of it. You saw it for what it was, with foresight, intuition, serenity, objectivity, and you really penetrated the truth with that, I feel. You used sound judgment to make the decision therefore of, and then you moved forward from it, I feel. Moving forward, this led to a Two of Cups reversed, a disunionment of a unionship you had with someone. Now, this can be in business, love, connection of friendship, family even. It can cover a lot. But it is most definitely a disunionment due to falseness or due to vindictiveness, which spoilt this relationship. Someone didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. And this has led this to fizzle, to dissolve. The advice from Spirit for my dear Aries for the month of July is the Chariot reverse. This is Cancer's major arcana coming through here now. Spirit is warning you that during the month of July there will be a lot of failure, and you will feel as if you're just losing everything, like sands through the fingers. Everything's just slipping away. A lot of cancellations of plans, real failure to grasp anything here and to be able to hold it. Everything's just collapsing. Failure to face the reality that everything is sort of falling away and getting a bit frustrated with it. I feel like Spirit's trying to say, have heed, have hope. This is a stage, it is a phase, it will turn. We're going to clarify all this anyway, so don't get too bogged down yet. The next position refers to the outsider's view. It's not necessarily what's going on for you, it's just the outsider's view of you and your situation. They see Aries. The Seven of Wands reverse, someone that's not getting the gains here, someone that's not getting above their combatants, someone that has a lot of passion, drive, but at the moment, this is a person who is hesitating. This is a person that's had the stuffing knocked out of them a bit. I feel like the courage and determination to overcome obstacles and challenges is a bit less than at the moment. Got no gumption to get up it, is what they're seeing. Hopes and fears for Aries for the month of July. Hang on a second, sorry. Too close, Bubba. Sitting there right on top of the fan heater. That's definitely a no-no with your blanket. We don't want fire. We may be doing a fire sign, but we don't want the fire in the background. Thank you. Sorry. Hopes and fears. We push off onto the Tower. Now, this is very much, I've always seen as a hope and fear card. It's either feared by some and, you know, reveled by most. In case you don't know, I actually have a little tower. Little tower on me, because my life is a tower moment. It really is. This is the complete and sudden change. This is the breakdown of old beliefs, abandonment of past relationships, severing of friendships, changing in one's opinion, unexpected events, bankruptcy, downfall, loss of stability, loss of security. This is everything coming to crashing down and taking the foundation with it. It's like the tsunami. You didn't know what's going to come in your life. And it was the thing that you maybe wanted. It's the thing that you may have cursed. But nevertheless, it's coming regardless. You know, through the disdain of the pain and the confusion and the disarrayment of a tower moment, at the end of it, we have not only some clarity, but we have something that we can rebuild from scratch the way we want it. And sometimes the only way to get that is to do that in life, is to have a tower moment, to have it all wasted away. And we can rebuild. We can always rebuild. And you can build it bigger and better. The outcome so far for July for Aries is the Death card in reverse. This is Scorpio's major arcana, and it is lack of transformation. So Scorpio's major arcana here, sorry. This is talking about stagnation or immobility and not being able to bring in any worthwhile change, or it's very slow, very staggerish, very minute. The change may only be partialish at best. It's not resulting in any real change here. There's a real state of in Rita here, I want to say, lack of movement, lack of anything. Be careful of little accidents as well, Aries. I've had to tell a lot of star signs this throughout July. But watch out for just little accidents, you know, being a bit careless, maybe a bit sleep deprived, you know, banging your toe on the doorway as you're walking through. Just double check before you reverse that there is no car in that blind spot. Things of that nature. Just take an extra second or two when you're doing anything. Even the dishes. Make sure to note you don't have any of the big butcher knives in the sink when you go to grab your cutlery. Just be careful, guys. You know, I'm not foreseeing anything really obvious. Cuts, scrapes, bruises kind of thing, tripping over the hose in the front lawn, simplistic things like that, nothing of a major issue. But please just take a little more time, being a bit more cautious as you're doing these sorts of things throughout July. Just be a bit more careful, take a little bit slower, and be a little bit more present in your current surroundings, just and especially when driving. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Let's go through, grab a secondary deck, and clarify for Aries July for you, my darlings. Here we go. All right, let's clarify this reading for Aries. Current energy, please. We have that Five of Pentacles. Can you please clarify the energy of the Five of Pentacles for Aries July reading, please? I need clear and precise clarification of this reading. Current energy, the Five of Pentacles for Aries, please. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? For Aries, current energy, please, Spirit. What I wanted, the Empress in reverse, clarifying that. Crossing obstacles, issues, we have the Moon. Could you please clarify the energy of the Moon? Why is this Moon here, please, Spirit? Please clarify this Moon energy. Thank you. Nine of Swords. Crowning the reading, we have that Five of Swords reverse. Let's clarify this energy of the Five of Swords reverse, the Queen of Swords. Root of the reading, we have the Eight of Cups. Can you please clarify this energy, Spirit of the Eight of Cups? Why is this Eight of Cups here? Thank you. The Judgment card. Past energy leaving you now, we have the High Priestess. Can you please clarify the energy of the High Priestess? Why is the High? Thank you. The Sun. Moving forward, Two of Cups, clarified by the Star. Wow, the Sun and the Star just came out with Judgment at the base and the Empress. Wow. Advice from Spirit, we have that Chariot in reverse. Could you please clarify Spirit's advice? The Chariot in reverse. Eight of Wands, wow. Outside's view, we have the Seven of Wands reverse. Can you please clarify that Seven of Wands reverse, please, Spirit? Why is this Seven of Wands reverse, please? Please clarify the Seven of Wands reverse for the outside's view of Aries July. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Hopes and fears for Aries. We have the Tower. Whoa. Hang on a sec, Spirit. The Tower, please. Thank you. The Knight of Swords reverse. And the outcome, please, for Aries July. We have that Death card in reverse. Can you clarify that Death card in reverse, please, Spirit? Why is the Death in reverse, please, for Aries outcome? Too many, Spirit. Okay. The Emperor, your major arcana. Can we clarify further, please, the Death card in reverse and the Emperor for Aries outcome? Clarify further the Death card in reverse and the Emperor, please. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. All right, I got it. Underlying energy is the Hangman reversed. The first one was the Hangman upright. Aries. Are we the hangman upright or are we the hangman reverse? Because the clarifier is telling me that you are lacking in giving of sacrifice. There is an unwillingness to give the necessary effort here due to failure to give of oneself, due to preoccupation with ego perhaps, feeling it's a false prophecy or it's bullshit. Or what effort you have put in and sacrifice has been absolutely useless to the cause. I cannot believe that. That is insane, my darlings. It is insane. The Hanged Man. So we're either getting enlightenment here or we're gifting for something that we want enlightenment for, and it's been absolutely useless because you've gained nothing from it. Seeing here, it will go one of both ways. Which one will it be for you, Aries? So for some of you, you'll be the one upright. Some of you are going to be reversed and you're not going to gain anything from this. It's just going to be a wasted experience. Try not to let life's experiences become wasted. There is so much to gain even from the worst of situations in life. I had a really bad car accident on April 1st, April Fool's Day of all things. I hit another vehicle with my kids in the car. I rode off my car, I rode off theirs. None of us were injured, luckily. It was a hell of an experience. The debt has put me in since then. I lost my car. I had to pay the insurance company their portion for their vehicle. I'm 1 week away from being disqualified from my driver's license because of it. It cost me a lot. I'll be without a license now for 6 months. And it was an accident. I didn't mean to hit this other person. Like, I did not mean to, create that drama for myself or for them. It was literally an accident. It was just, I made a mistake. I failed to give way. I thought he was turning off and on that roundabout, and he decided he wanted to do a U-turn and change lanes, and I hit him. The experience was scary to the point where I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I envisioned one of my kids going through the front windscreen. When I had the accident, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and I was chastising him in the back. And I was turning and I was telling him off. "Do you sit down because I'm about to take off in a minute. I'm going to take off fast to get on this roundabout." I was chastising him to put his damn seatbelt on. And I put my foot down because I saw the opportunity, which was a mistake. But because I wasn't concentrating enough, I was a bit distracted with my kid in the background. I fucking hit this car and I felt my son come forward in between the two seats of the console bit, and I felt him head hit my shoulder and my head hit the steering wheel at the same time. And in that moment when I came back to, all I remember thinking is, please say that that windscreen's intact. Please don't tell me that that windscreen's broken and that he's gone straight fucking through it. And I dreamt that every time I closed my eyes before I would go to sleep for the past 3 months. It's the first image I would go to sleep with, and the last image I would go to sleep with, and the first image I would wake up to. There's a lot to be learned, even in the most scariest of experiences. And it's even better when it doesn't actually cost us a life, or it doesn't cost us something that diminishes our way of life. I am so thankful, in a way, for that accident, that no one got fucking hurt, and that what I thought happened did not actually come to pass. The weird thing was, April 1st is actually my best friend's birthday that is no longer with us anymore. And I swear I saw her that day when I lifted up my head for a quick second day. Maybe I was just concussed. I don't know. But no, even in the darkest of things, there is much to be learnt, much to be gained, and much to be fucking thankful for. Trust me on that, okay? Let's go through the clarifier. All right, Aries, let's go through this clarifier. So you currently, we had that 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is clarified by the Empress reverse. 5 of Pentacles upright, clarified by the Empress in reverse. Empress is, of course, Venus energy. I'm seeing here there was some sort of destitution, loss, being pushed out in the cold here. Made you feel very unaligned, very fruitless, very lacking in femininity. It made you just feel very deprincipled, I feel. Made you feel not very, like, being able to be a mother kind of thing, like a nurturer to those around you or those that you support. I feel like it really hit you hard, especially internally. Like, your heart took a bit of a pounding, a bit of a hit for this. this loss or destitution that you face, I feel like everyone's in the same boat. I feel like someone that you may have relied on that was always a crutch, a system that maybe helped you financially, or it was just a constant support system throughout, you may have called upon, and they may not have been able to fulfill that duty, which left you in a position where, you know, it really costed you. It really did affect you here. Your challenge, obstacle, issue for the month of July is that of the Moon and the Nine of Swords. Wow, this is very, very 12th house energy, because the Moon, you know, that's what is unknown, the subconscious, all of that. The Nine of Swords is reflective of anxiety and being inside your head mentally, like turmoiled, not being able to sleep, worried about loved ones, repeating it over and over in your head, like broken record syndrome. You know, this is one hell of a very mental issue, anxiety, I want to say. Some of you may actually be suffering mental issues right now, like mental health issues. If that's the case, I'm not a doctor. Please seek GP's advice or doctor's advice if that's the case. If you are having problems with disillusions, if you are having problems with voices in head, if you are having problems with hallucinations, things of that nature, because this is very much that. This is, I don't understand what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, and I am so anxiety ridden and scared in my head. I don't know what is what. I am just so damn scared. This is very much, it can be a very mental illness kind of feeling, really out of your world, out of your head, out of your mind. Okay, I'm just going to put it straight. Doesn't have to be, all right, but this can really make you feel like you're lost down the dark hole of God knows what. This is feeling very lost mentally. This is feeling very, very much obscurity and just so much unknown that you really get almost drowned. Be very, very careful of this. This challenge does need to be faced. Crowning this whole reading, hanging above it all, we have that Five of Swords reversed with the Queen of Swords. Feeling dejected. Feeling, especially in the mental aspect, you know, being very dejected. And we are now moving from that, being authoritative, commanding in the way of quickness, quick-wittedness. We're being intensely perceptive. We're being very much in control here, pulling it out. You know, this is feeling the dejected. And then going into that morning energy of privatization of like, look, that's happened to me. I won't let that, that judgment's really got flipping it. I'm not going to allow that to rule me. I'm going to take that experience and I'm going to move forward. And I am going to speak my mind. I'm going to live in principle. I'm not going to, F around with that nonsense anymore. So this is not putting up with that nonsense anymore. In an intensely perceptive mind frame, speak the truth. Anything that's not resonating, not intuitively belling on your part, you're cutting it away. You're not going through any more dejected bullshit. You've had it with that. The root of the reading is incredible. The Eight of Cups with Judgment. You are walking away because you're atoning. You know, you're repenting, but you're not going to put up with any more either. 8 is not 10. You will not settle for less. And you are actively moving forward with judgment. Like, I've made this decision. I've atoned for what I can, and I've repented and forgived, but I won't forget. And you're moving off from that. You're accounting for all the manner in which you've used all opportunities, and you are rebirthing yourself from this and moving forward. And that's a beautiful energy. And your past energy is quite beautiful too. Past energy leaving you now. We have that High Priestess with the Sun. This is beautiful. And both major arcanas are an absolute turning point in Aries. You know, Book of Life. You know, the High Priestess, there was some sort of wisdom granted to you, some sort of secret, something that you learnt and was enlightened from. And you made a movement forward with that. And you brought in the most blessed point of your life, I feel. You felt so accomplished, so successful, you know, unselfish sentiment. There may have even been an engagement or something like that in the past, or just feeling warmth of sincerity, of good friends and high spirits, and, you know, sincereness in just the simple pleasures of life. Being gifted the inspiration to know that sometimes the simplest things in life are free and the greatest to enjoy. Moving forward, Two of Cups reversed, and this has granted you blessing with the Star. Star is Aquarius' major arcana. Sun in the past and the Star in the forward. What an energy. Moving forward, I see there was some sort of disunion with a partnership here. Whether that's love, friendship, family, be that as it may, or career. there was a splitting of the two unions, of the union of the two, sorry, and going on singly. And this was the best thing I feel that could have ever happened to you, Aries, because with this came fulfillment. With this came hope, faith renewed. With this there came bright prospects, and with this there came insight. I feel like you got your optimism back, and you felt like, you know, good omens are coming forth from this. I feel like you had so much pleasure and fulfillment moving forward from that. And you felt like things were properly balanced now, whereas otherwise they may not have been so balanced. Sorry guys, just give me a sec. I've got to get the charger before that comes off. Sorry about that, Aries. Otherwise, if that is under 10%, if that goes off, I have to start again. So the star is that astrological influence, like I was saying. It is that really being guided and really having that faith renewed. You know, that's the proper balance of desire and work, hope and effort, and love and expression. But something had to go for that to happen, I feel. It's the realization needed. Advice for Spirit is the Chariot reverse. Cancer's major arcana with the 8 of Wands. There are certain things during the month of July that are going to be slipping through your hands like the sands of time. I feel like Spirit is really saying to you that, you know, there will be sudden collapses of plans, things falling through, but from this you will have swift movement through, especially communication. Through this lacking of what was meant to happen, I feel like new things will come in and you'll be very hastily made movement, pushing off from this. And it's going to be quick communication, back and forth. Things are going to be a flurry. Things are going to be feastful. Outsider's view of you and your situation, we have the 7 of Wands reversed with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is not getting the gains here, or not getting above your combatants, not making some sort of movement here, or getting above it in desires. And going into a state of inrita, repose, not moving at all, to be honest. And this is what the outsider's view are seeing in you, Aries. Someone that is just not getting the gains here in the desires, maybe feeling a bit failed to face the challenge due to lacking in courage, and because of that going inside yourself and very, very isolated. Pull back. Hopes and fears for Aries. The Tower with the Knight of Swords reverse. Things are completely collapsing here. Things are completely falling down beyond the foundations of it, and I feel like this is probably a good thing for you. Even though you fear it, I think you know it has to happen in some ways. But with that Knight of Swords reverse, there is a real incapacity here to really want it. I feel there is a bit of a dispute here, or conceitment, or being a bit foolish or simplistic over a third party or another person, being pulled into like some sort of third party dispute with another individual or something. And that's why this tower has got to fall. You're just going to have to cut it away. The outcome, wow. Death in reverse, Scorpio's major arcana. The Emperor, your major arcana with the 4 of Pentacles. The outcome is pretty good here. There is a lack of transformation here, but you're starting to get into your own energy, Aries, and starting to command, starting to control, starting to boss up. I want to say something fierce. The Emperor is that worldly power, and you're taking your power back, Aries. You're going through a state of confidence, stability, authority. You're going real war-making tendencies. You're pushing through it. You're being like the father, the brother, the solid masculine energy. You're being very dominant of intellect, intelligence and reason over your emotion. You know, you're really pulling that over. I feel like your domination of intelligence and reason over emotion and passion is really bringing in a lot of effectiveness for you, and because of that you're holding back pentacle monetary means as well. You're very much holding onto your pentacle, trying to build yourself some sort of asset, some sort of security through monetary. You're commanding this. You are controlling all that monetary and materialistic bullshit, I feel. Through that, you feel that you have your best way of controlling the situation and bringing in what's best for you, I feel, Aries. Spirit is telling me that no additional messages are needed for Aries, that read between the lines, because your message is actually already here for you. I must go on Spirit's advice. I have been pulling some ruins for selective groupings, but I am being called not to do it for this one. So I am going to follow my intuition and not do so. Okay? So please don't feel that you've been left out or that I have forgotten. The reason I'm mentioning it is because I don't want you to feel that way. Spirit is just telling me that there is no additionals for this sign to be read. So I'm going to leave the reading there. Okay, my darlings? Thank you so very much for joining me. Redski on another round of Righteous Readings. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. I would love to see you over there. And within the next 24 hours, I will be releasing a live reading of the weekly. Okay? So if you'd like to join me, please do. Thank you so much, Aries, cross-watchers, and viewers alike. I have much enjoyed your company. Please join me again. I would greatly appreciate it. But until then, light and love to all. Take care, and I will see you on the next round with me, Redski, here on Righteous Readings. Bye, y'all. Take care.